where's my coffee? Frothy coffee today. Look, I made frothy coffee. Can you see? It's frothy. Oh, there's an art to making frothy coffee. Getting better looking every day, Mr. Bajerski. How do you do that? How is that possible? Amazing. Oh, somebody said, just make a video, Mark, even though you're not saying anything. We just want to have breakfast with you. Well, I'm sorry, you're going to have... Is it lunch or dinner? Oh, how are you doing, guys? Welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this over there. Look at that. Hang on. Look at them beauties. Okay, get my tripod legs out. Okay. There you go. Hello. So yeah, you can see I'm working really hard on some beautiful imperial jasper. Some beautiful damberite pink, and some golden rutile, caracola, lots of beautiful, amazing crystals. I mean, really, really beautiful. I don't know if you can see that. You can't see it, but if you could see the like, so delicious, so yummy. I know you probably can't see it properly, but these are high quality, highest quality, honestly. Gorgeous. Let's have a look. These are pieces that I had to hunt for and then had mounted. I mean, you probably can't see it, but look at the colour of that. No, you can't see it. If you're looking at it from here, it's like, gorgeous. Yummy. Oh, we like jasper. We love jasper. We love jasper. Look. Oh, yes. You like that one, don't you? Oh, look. Look at these beauties. Raw, natural. You just how they should be, and mounted so beautiful to the shape. Yeah. Yummy. 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 Look. Oh, yes. Sweetie shop. I'll take you to my sweetie shop. Oh, look, look. A bit of beautiful copal. Look at that. Isn't that divine? Right, well, yes, working hard. How you all doing? How's life been? Just, yeah, we're working on the upcoming course, which is like in a few weeks. So many of you are joining us, so thank you, to become pure energy healers. Well done, guys. Oh, it's going to be exciting. The family is growing. Oh, you're going to love it. You're really going to love it. You know, just to spend 4 days in pure bliss of healing yourself and learning to heal the world, heal your family, heal your friends. It really is tremendous to know in 4 days how much you can learn. Really. I mean, it's taken me 16 years to learn all I've learned. I had to travel all over the world and ask and beg and plead and, you know, make loads of mistakes to be able to give it you all in 4 days. Is pretty cool. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to it. And then I'll be able to join you on the course online at some point, at least two times with Layla Sati. So that'll be great, so we can interact. I'm gonna love it. I've got some books to sign today, so they're all over there. I'm not going to show you, they're over there, they're all piled up. So I've got books to sign. Working on the new platform, which is interactive, which means that you can come to a safe environment, because I'm telling you now, people are sick of Facebook. They're sick of fascist book. They've had enough. They've had enough of the fighting, arguing, and you know what? It's going to be refreshing. As soon as this platform's done, it's going to be refreshing, and there's so many surprises. So we are really working hard. Yeah. I guess we should talk about something today. A lot of you really, really want to connect to spirit. And I think we should maybe try again, because a few of you have struggled with that. And I think to try again, we have to start at the very beginning of all of this, and clear away all that you've learned. And let's start from scratch, shall we? So how to connect to spirit. Always a lovely and meaningful thing. And what I found in the journey of working with many groups when I first started, it's a little bit daunting, a little bit intimidating. Some people have big egos. Some people are actually really, what are you doing here? If you've got no self-worth, what are you doing here? You've got to believe. Believe is part of it. So first of all, go and heal first, believe in yourself, and then come back. And that's what I wanted to say to a lot of people, because I thought, well, what are you doing here? Because you're not ready. So I guess this is about being ready. So what we need to do first of all is really face up to our truth. And that is, are we ready to connect to the spirit world? And the reason why I say that is because what I learned was, when you're sat in a room, an empty room, and there's a radio there, and you're trying to tune in to the radio station, but there's lots of background noises and squeaks, and then all of a sudden, then you can start to talk, because that connection, you've got to that connection. It's right there. And to get right there to connect to the spirit world is a matter of working on your energy to be the radio station that you're trying to connect with. So what I'm saying is that to connect to spirit, you need to find the frequency that you can hear, feel, or just hang on a minute. Where did that come from? Okay, so now you're connecting, now you're feeling it. Sometimes you'll feel it during the day. Sometimes you'll get an overwhelming feeling. And I always say, those overwhelming feelings, the majority of times, is because you're in sync, or you're in balance, or you're in tune. You're just at the right frequency. So something may have happened and your vibration lifted without you even knowing. So you could have cleared negative energy. You could have cleared the fear for a moment. You could have cleared all the stuff that stops us, that interferes. It's interference, basically. You cause your interference, or people around you or environment causes the interference. So the trick is, and I've told you this before if you've ever watched my videos, if you imagine this is where we need to be, okay, to connect. We are round about here and the spirit world is here. So the spirit world has to come down to connect, and you have to go up to connect. So it's a joint venture between two people. So to begin with, it's really important to know that to clear the frequencies which are sounding like I can't hear anything because there's too much going on, well, of course, one of them is mind chatter. You can't connect to spirit if you're in mind chatter. So you can't have two conversations at once. So if you're talking in your mind or thinking in your mind, it's the same thing. You're chattering to the wrong place, and spirit doesn't come into the mind. We often say, oh, spirit just came to mind. Actually, it comes to heart. It comes to your energy. You feel it. And you don't feel it from your mind. You feel it from your essence, your intuition, and this third eye. So it's not the tool called the mind. The tool called the mind is quite often what stops us. So I can be sat in a room of people who want to connect to spirit, and I can tell you instantly who's not going to connect, because they're in a bad place. You're not feeling well. You're feeling down. Have you just lost a family member? Yeah, you're suffering with grief. Well, you're not going to be able to connect because you're in grief. You're in a different channel. You're in a different energy, a different frequency. That frequency doesn't connect you to the spirit world. Thus, we have to learn and understand what is the frequency of spirit world. How do we connect? What is that frequency of connection? That's a brilliant question. there are a lot of times that we're fooled by different energies, different frequencies as well. So there's a lot of things going on all the time. I always say, and I always have done, if you've ever watched my videos over these 4 years now, I always say if you can find happiness, you're far likely to connect to spirit than any other frequency. So happiness is the frequency to connect to. Inner peace is also the frequency to connect to spirit too. Absolutely. Calmness is a frequency to connect to the spirit world, because all of those vibrations, when you are vibrating at that level, it is like turning the dial on the radio to tune in on Spirit FM. Right? Makes sense. Of course it does. So if you're ill, if you're poorly, if you feel sick, if you feel angry, if you feel emotional, if you feel grief, if you feel jealousy, if you feel negative low vibration, it's really hard, remember, to come up here. You can't go up if you're living in negative low vibration. If you're living in fear, anger, you go further down. So it becomes even more challenging to connect to the spirit world. And everybody thinks that this channel is such a beautiful channel that it's right, Radio 1, you'll hear this blast out. It doesn't work like that. Maybe sometimes, but not often. Often it's only the simplest of gentle whispers, and sometimes a few photos or images, or you'll hear or smell something, and it's the very subtle energies that connect you to the spirit world. You can't feel them energies if you're somewhere else, or if you're living in anger or hate or all of those things. So I guess it's so important you learn, first of all, how to heal your body, because if your body is in pain, you ain't going to connect, because I said to you before, it's a bit like if somebody cuts me and I'm bleeding and somebody says, please help me connect to the spirit world. Can you help me? And I'm going, well, you know what, mate, I'm going to have to go to the hospital, get that stitched up. When it's stitched up and it starts to get better and I don't feel any pain, then I'm able to help you. It's the same with helping people from day to day. If you're not feeling well, it's like you've been cut or you've broken a leg. Even though you haven't, spiritually speaking, you need to fix that before you can help somebody else. Otherwise, you're not really going to help them to your ultimate power, your truth, your best ability. Same with spirit world. And a lot of people won't say that to you. And a lot of the times, I would say to people, come down and let's see. And I'd feel their energy and say, look, first of all, and I've done this many times on the internet, many times on emails telling people, first of all, you need to heal yourself. And if I get emails from people wanting to join the course and they're angry and they're for whatever reason it is, or they're sad or they're in grief, I say, you know what, you need to be ready to become a pure energy healer. So you need to heal yourself. So you have to work on yourself every day before, you feel like, you know what, Mark, I did the course, I healed myself, I felt better, but I wasn't really ready to be a healer. I really needed to heal myself. Exactly. So the course that I'm doing, the online course, is very good to become a pure energy healer, but it's also good to heal yourself as well. So I wouldn't put too much emphasis on being a healer at the end of it, rather than let's see if it heals me. Let me take all of this wonderful information, let me help heal people, let me work on that and heal myself at the same time. I became a healer to heal myself. I didn't become a healer to heal anybody else. I wanted to heal myself from my past, from my terrible childhood. And it was great because I started going to these places and I definitely felt better. And I thought, well, if it's making me feel better, I'm going to keep going. And then all of a sudden, I started feeling that good that I felt empowered. Once I felt empowered, it meant that I'd lost all of the feelings of anger, sadness, frustration. They'd all disappeared. So now all of a sudden I'm thinking, wow, I can conquer the world and maybe I can heal somebody, So it's a process. It really is a process. And I guess if it's a flow, if you're meant to come on the 4-day Pure Energy Healing course online, then it will be a flow. It won't be a battle. It won't be a fight. It'll just simply be. This feels right. I think I'm going to do it. And that's how it should be. If you're battling, if you're fighting, if you're trying to find the money for the course, if it just doesn't feel right and other things are happening in your life, listen to that. You can always take another course anywhere in the world, anywhere. So don't beat yourself up about anything. Our rejections are Spirit's protections, and it's so true. So I think first of all, what we should be focused on in today is for you, your lesson today, if you love me, if you care, and I'm psychic, so I know if you're not doing it, okay, eat an apple. Squeeze a lemon and drink it today. So they're your two things today you do, and I'd like you to do that for the next 7 days, okay? In the morning, when you get up, squeeze a lemon, pour it into maybe half a pint of water and drink it. That's the first thing you do in the morning, okay? And then some point during the day, I'd like you to eat a whole apple. Now, the pips inside, I always chew and eat them as well. The reason why is because they have vitamin B, I think 16 or 17, which is what's missing from our body. And I think we need to eat that more. Apricot kernels are also the same source of food that we need to heal our body from cancers and all of those things. So please, there's nothing wrong with eating the pips as long as you don't eat like 50 of them. Then too much of anything is not very good. So yeah, once you've done that, cleanse your body, put awakening oil or try and find some pine oil, natural pine oil, and rub some of that on your crown chakra, also on your third eye. The awakening oil then penetrates and starts healing you. It's important if you have or if you can find a source of pure water. What that means is spring water. You're looking for water around where you live or nearby that you can drive and fill some bottles up and start working on drinking pure water, which is non-fluoridated and all the crap that they put in it, right? So the fluoride in the water is no good at all. It calcifies the pineal gland and it's not good. It really isn't good for you. So that's my intake on that side of things. What else did I do? I'm trying to think of all the things that helped me to attune. I started to learn to, I know it's difficult, but I started to learn to relax. And the only way I could find myself relaxing is either being in circle or sitting down listening to music. That's why I created this music. So you can go onto Mark Bajerski YouTube channel and type Mark Bajerski music. Then you'll get 3 hours or 5 hours or 10 hours, whatever it is, of this bamboo flute. So I gave myself specific times to be able to heal. What did I do to heal? Well, I found it was really positive towards my connecting to the spirit world by sending healing to people who weren't well. And how did I do that? I used to sit and close my eyes and see them well, meaning I used to watch them skip or laugh, and I just see them happy. I found that was really, really powerful because the energy from the universe was pouring into me to help heal somebody else, which meant that I was receiving the healing as I was giving healing. And afterwards, after like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I'd get up and think, wow, I feel really good. And I realized that I didn't give myself the time to do that. So, healers, psychics, shamans spend a lifetime trying to connect. They spend a lifetime working on themselves to be attuned. They spend a lifetime in being healers. They spend a lifetime in clearing negative energy. They spend a lifetime in trying to heighten their awareness. It isn't as simple as, okay, I'll do what Mark says and that's it. It's a journey, and you should enjoy the journey, because once you've reached that place of connection, then you can look back and say, now I know how much effort I put into it to connect. And it's a beautiful thing, and anybody can connect to anybody. Children are ultimately amazing at connecting, and I was always fascinated. How come children can see spirit so much easier? How come they can hear things? And they do. Some children are really, and the ones that I always found did that were the ones who were really balanced, and their mums and dads were never pushy or arguing and fighting. There was a lot of balance in the house, so children were happy. And I thought, wow, there's something in this happiness. And we laugh and we say, well, what do you mean happy? What does happy mean? You know, but happiness is the ultimate power. It's the ultimate healing source. If you are happy, well, you can only really be happy if you've cleared everything else. So, you know, you can't have hate in your energy and be happy. You can't have anger, jealousy, fear if you're happy, because it doesn't work that way. You have to clear all of those things. So once you clear them, you become that radio station to connect to spirit. When spirit knows you're ready, they'll go, hey guys, Jane, she's ready. She's cleared herself. Now we can begin. I believe spirit is always trying to connect to us, but the problem is we don't see it, or we try to avoid it, or we just blatantly refuse it. And we don't mean to most of the time. It's just that we're too busy, or we're too much in a place of darkness, I guess. So I think today's first lesson is this. If you want to connect to spirit, then these are the first steps that I give you. Eat well, drink well, clear alcohol from your body as well as sugar. Really, I really mean that. Stay away from any kind of foods that are processed. Stay away from any fizzy drinks, Coca-Cola. Stay away from all of them poison toxins that have been man-made. Start to look towards real food, and that is Mother Earth, what all she gives you, the herbs. There's reason why a lot of healers drink green tea. It's a detoxifier. If you detoxify your body, you then start to attune to feelings that you've never felt before, because your body is filled with toxins. If you are taking drugs, you will find that it's hard to connect. If you are taking drugs, and all drugs are the same, whether it's drugs from a pharmaceutical or other drugs, they'll take you into a place where isn't fully balanced. You're not yourself, you are something else. I'm not saying that you can't connect when you're on drugs. There are times that I know many people who have taken drugs and felt something that they've never felt before. But I believe the most powerful way, and the way that keeps you in that energy for longer, is when you do it naturally. I mean, when you do it naturally, wholeheartedly, mind, body, and spirit. You see, toxins aren't always what you put inside you, but it's what you stand around, who you're next to, what you're listening to, what you're looking at through your black screen. All of these things can be toxins to your beautiful connection to the spirit world. So you have to learn to be pure. That's why I called our practice Pure Energy Healing. Not because it's pure, because it's a reminder of that you have to be as pure as you can to connect to the ultimate pure source. So pure means everything that you do is the purest form. Do you drink alcohol? If you do you think that's pure? No, it's not. It ain't pure at all. So yeah, I drink every now and again, once now and again. Okay, well, that's all right. But you know what? There's not enough room inside for two spirits. Okay, so if you want to bring spirit into you while you're healing, forget it. Smoking is toxic. It's toxic. It's not going to help you, because your body is going to be fighting to clear the smoke and the toxins out of your body. So how are you going to connect to that? How are you going to really become a healer? You're never going to be the ultimate healer that you want to be, or you're never going to heal if your smoke in your body is there for 2 hours. Did you know that smoke that you inhale stays in your body, and your body takes at least 2 to 4 hours to clear it? If you're smoking every 1 hour or every 2 hours, it means that you never heal. Your body is fighting with yourself. That's why so many people get cancer. That's why so many people die of smoking. So it makes sense. But then again, this is the thing. If you want to connect to the spirit world, then sacrifice. And that it isn't a sacrifice, but it is if you're a smoker or a drinker, or you eat sweets all the time and you have a sweet tooth, then it could be a sacrifice to you, and you might think, I don't want to give that up. Well, no, I can do then, because that's what I needed to give up. And let me just stress this out. I was eating meat when I was doing my healing, and I was eating chocolate, but I gotta tell you, it did work, but I had to work so hard to connect. I mean, really, literally. And it was exhausting because I was working so hard to connect. When I found myself letting go of all of those things, it was so easy to connect, and it was so easy to understand crystals. I can pick a crystal up now and tell you exactly where it's healing me instantly, right? That's because I am attuned to that radio frequency of intuition, of feeling, because my body isn't fighting anything. Okay, my body isn't in illness, it isn't in pain, it isn't in mental pain, it isn't confused, it isn't worried, it's balanced, and generally I'm happy most of the time. I really am. I mean, of course, yeah, I look at myself and think, wow, really good looking, or I need glasses, one or the other. And you might say, well, you're drinking coffee. Well, yeah, but I don't drink coffee all the time. I might have one every now and again, and you see me drink this, I'll leave the rest. It's like nearly full, so I'll only have a couple of mouthfuls, but most of my intake during the day is health, really is. And there's many a times I've taken you through to my kitchen and showed you everything in my fridge is natural, organic fruit and vegetables. That's what it is. I have pulses, I have beans, all the healthy things that are GMO free. The water that I drink is from the Alpujarras. I drive 2 hours to get it. So yeah, I do it because it makes me feel good, feel younger, and I think to myself, if I continue this way, I'll probably live till I'm 250. Isn't that beautiful? So that's it, guys. That's your first lesson today. And yeah, ultimately, even if you said to me in a year, oh, I did what you did and I still didn't connect, and I'll say, well, do you feel better? Yeah, I feel better. Do you feel happier? Yeah. Do you feel younger? Yeah. Then surely it's a win-win. So if you do connect and look better, then that's a win-win-win-win-win. And that's what I want for you. And that's it really today. I wanted to share that with you. I've just eaten some mushrooms. They're definitely not magic mushrooms, but I definitely eat some beautiful mushrooms, which are amazing, good for you in many different ways, as you know. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Is there anything else I needed to say? Deliveries seem to be going back to normal. I just got a message from the girls, thank goodness. So it's now starting to get back to normal. If you haven't received your delivery just yet, hopefully it should be there very shortly, which is great news. Everything's going really well. It really is. Just a final shout. This is also going really well. People have now started to see what I'm doing. All of these crystals, if you haven't seen this already, all of these crystals here, every one of them, is going to be raffled shortly. And I'll leave the link below if you want to enter the raffle. You just have to go to Coach Nico Bajerski website and sign up for 1 month. That's all you need to do. And you've got to promise me that you're going to do at least 3 or 4 of the videos as well. You've got to do either abs, biceps, fat loss on any of them videos, and definitely watch Nico live when he does some interaction live videos to strengthen your core, your body and your mind to keep you fit. So I want you to be fit this year. I want you to be healthy, and I would really love for you to give Nico a chance and work with him and let him work with you so you can strengthen yourself, because physically speaking, if you want to connect to the spirit world, you need to be healthy in the physical. And if you do exercises like he will show you, then you will absolutely connect much more easier. That's why yoga is important, the stretching. That's why all of the physical aspects of health, of walking, of breathing, all of these things are so vital to connecting to the spirit world. It's okay using oils, it's okay cleansing yourself, but you still need to do all the other things to become the strongest and most amazing soul that you are. So this year's about working on you. And I really, really mean that. You need to start working on you. You are so important. You are so precious. There's only one of you. You know, you watch telly sometimes and you see somebody have an accident and they end up in a wheelchair, and then you ask yourself, my God, you know, I've got this beautiful body, let me look after it. And, you know, at any point we could have an accident or we could get ill and sick. And if I had €1 for every person who came to me and said, oh, Mark, I've got cancer now, please, I need to change my life, I'd be really wealthy. And, you know, I keep saying to people, this curing thing, I don't buy into it. You need to look after your body now so you don't get ill. So you need to invest in yourself now. You need to invest in you. You need to invest in everything that you do and strengthen. And if you are in a wheelchair, it's still important that you strengthen yourself and your mind and your body and spirit. It's still important if you've lost an arm or a leg, or you know something's bad happened, or you've tried to commit suicide. It's important that you now more than ever need to work on yourself and make yourself stronger than you've ever made yourself in your life, no matter what the disabilities we have, whether it's mind, body, spirit, mental, whatever it is. It's time. 2021 is a year of strengthening yourself to your maximum potential. It is so important. It's so important this year because I know what's coming. And I know you need to be strong for what's coming. That's what's important. You need to be a light warrior, a light worker, no matter where you are in this world, no matter any excuse of what's wrong with you, you need to be stronger. And that's the bottom line. Me too. We need to work on ourselves to become the strongest light in the world, to make a difference in this world, to counteract this battle between light and dark. And sure is a battle going on right now. You know it, I know it. So we need to make the difference. And the only way we can do that is by working on ourselves, by you becoming the strongest version that you are. That's what's important. So yeah, 1 month. Please join for 1 month. Go to Nico, sign up for 1 month. And please do it, because it's going to be great for us. And then you've got a chance to win one of these 30 or 30 some beautiful crystals, amazing crystals. And I'm going to put the oils in as well. One oil will go to each one. So there's going to be at least 40 people. And so far, I mean, we're okay. We've got about maybe 30 or 40 people joined up, which means that every one of you will be getting a prize so far. But that's good, because at least 30 or 40 of you have said, you know what, not just about the crystal, but I also want to work on myself. And there's over 100 videos, 150 videos on there that Nico helps train you and make you stronger. So that's great. Is that it? I think that's it, guys. I'm going to now crack on with work. I wish you a lovely day. Thank you for going to markbajerski.com and supporting me as we support you every day. Have a most beautiful day. And remember, practice makes perfect. Keep practicing. Keep attuning. Keep meditating, keep doing exercise, keep eating correctly, look after your body, and eventually it'll just boom. Did I just feel what I just felt? Did I just hear what I just heard? Yes, you did, because you've worked on yourself. And that is the key, the first step towards connecting to the spirit world. You are amazing. Look after your body, and your body will look after you. Bye, guys.